school, and you were going to. It's very difficult to accept your mistake. But okay, on the flip side, and they will give arguments. So that is kind of a public school. You cannot isolate them, put them in bubble. Some of these arguments are partial reality, by and we cannot say the public school is haram. You know why? Because it's still vast majority of the goes to public school. Instead of saying it's halal haram where we don't have any evidence, try to help those parents by giving them resources. That's what we need to do. If it's haram, why would I send my kids to public school last year? So we should not be premature in saying haram, but this is something which is extremely important. Islamic school. If your kids have been to the Islamic school all your life, then it's very difficult for you to even digest that some kids go to public school. In any argument, you will say, no, no, don't destroy your kids. Because we are egoistical. We want to defend our decision. What to do? If your kids are going to public school, my request to all of you, discuss with them every single day, even if it's for 2 minutes. Even if it's for 2 minutes. Habibi, tell me, what did you see in school? How was your day? They should know before they will even enroll in the middle school. I would say even fourth and fifth grade, forget about middle school. Concept of zina versus nikah in a kids-friendly language. They should know this. They should know different kinds of abuse. I'm using very conservative language because we are living in a time where there's a segment of community want to teach your kids, and we are still debating should we teach our kids. What's wrong with us? We don't, beggars can be choosers. Now this is our only option to teach them in a proactive way. If they're going to, and obviously you have to compensate the deficiency by teaching them Islamic studies, Aqidah foundation. If they are going to Islamic school, alhamdulillah, depending on the flavor of the Islamic school, not all Islamic schools are same like that. Some of the Islamic schools are more liberal. I'm new in Dallas, so don't ask me which school. But in the Northeast, I see some of the Islamic schools are liberal. I oftentimes quote this in my previous community. There's 6 to 7 graduates of Islamic school left Islam. Do you know this? But they had a liberal flavor of the Islamic school. They just wanted to teach modern secular culture education with the name of Islamic school. That's and then the label Islamic school. So they would have the same issues. So if your kids are going to proper Islamic school, and even proper can be is it a madrasa, is it proper Islamic studies, then alhamdulillah their foundations are built by the school, but still you have to do the homework. Still you have to do it's not on cruise control. And if they are in home school, alhamdulillah they are protected from some other garbage of the friend environment or garbage of the public school. But on the flip side, they will need friends. You need to compensate on the social aspect as a parent. And if you are coming from a broken family, well, it's very difficult to raise kids. Allah understand. And that's why subhanAllah, abusive parents, the kids who are raised in a single parent family, that's why these statistics are very alarming from that particular family. So even when you're thinking about arguing with your spouse, think about your kids first. What will happen to them if I'm going to make the small issue and make it a big issue? But even if, let's say, some of the kids are raised in a single parent family by Muslims, in that case, inshallah, don't ever lose hope. We have many great imams who were raised in our history by mothers. You have Imam Bukhari, you have Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. There were so many great imams, mashallah. You have our own prophet, subhanallah. But obviously, you can say Prophet Muhammad is protected. That's why I'm giving an example of the greatest scholars. Okay. So second thing is the schooling. You know, Allah makes a huge difference. What kind of teacher is spending time? Your kid is spending time for 7 hours. It's extremely important nowadays. If a gay or lesbian teacher is teaching them, you cannot even say anything. And what kind of values they will impart when they're talking about equality? What kind of equality they are saying? When they're talking about human rights, what kind of human rights they're talking about? So this is extremely important to know, not to just Third. So first is home environment. Second is schooling. Third is masajid. Third is Massages are extremely important because schooling will going to give them madrasa the education system, but massages will give them community system, environment of the community, just like we have alhamdulillah. And then we have breakfast. I hope that inshallah, I don't know, but hopefully we can plan something for summer camp. We can go to a picnic together inshallah, where we can take our families camping for a 2 3 days weekend inshallah. Hopefully we can plan this inshallah, so that our kids can enjoy the community environment. When they will have friends here, inshallah, they won't find friends outside. I'm not saying we should not be friends with non-Muslim. I'm saying we should not be our good friends only be practicing Muslim. Because there are many different kinds of friends. We should be friends with most of the people in terms of general friendship. When someone sees you in a smiling face, you should see them in the smiling face. But when it comes to spending time with each other, then you have to ask yourself, your kids most likely will end up taking influence or peer pressure and put them with the good friends. So this is actually, but I'll tell you, this starts with the kids. SubhanAllah, Maryam, my daughter, 4 year old, she's coming to this school like today, and one day she said that Mama make my hair in a particular way like that one girl. She saw that, and she saw that hairstyle, and she now wants to imitate her. And I said she's not even four right now. Did you see the influence she got from the school? Can you imagine if this age group, what kind of influence they are getting? Wallahu musta'an. So massages have a huge impact in creating the community. If you think massages are messed up, no worries. You come and fix the masjid. Because it's very easy. You, it's very easy to complain and criticize on the masajid and the environment, but the difficult part is you riding the boat and you fixing the issues. Um, you require 0% qualification to say this masjid is messed up because of the politics. 0% qualification. Everyone can do this. But what requires real manhood, real masculinity, real femininity, instead of backbiting and gossiping and tarnishing their reputation, come and fix the issues. Because if every normal person will leave the masjid, you will leave all the abnormal people to deal with the masjid. So you have to come. Okay, so this is third that we have to be extremely careful about the schooling environment. I think the masajid, I don't have time, subhanAllah, but Rasulullah SAW used to have a great relationship with young companions who used to spend time in the masjid. In Muslim Ahmad hadith, it was said that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when I say Rasulullah, you have to say sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he used to have 70 young companions in one of the narrations. The name is Al-Qurra. When they are saying Al-Qurra is only reciter, remember Al-Qurra. When we say Qari Qurra as a reciter, they would refer this to a scholar also. Okay. So these were part of the Quran in revelation also. So they used to spend time in the masjid so much so that their family used to think if they are not at home, they would be in masjid. And Rasulullah Sallallahu is happy, so if they are not in the masjid, they must be with their family. So that's how the relationship was. And Rasulullah Sallallahu one day found out that these companions were martyred in one of the battles. And Rasulullah felt really bad. It just shows what kind of relationship Rasulullah had with these young companions. And they would spend time with Rasulullah after Salat al-Asr, they would learn from Rasulullah. But anyway, so make sure your kids are attached to masjid. They have a good impression of the masjid. I know you have a problem with the masjid. If I am backbiting masjid board member or the imam of the masjid in front of my kids every other day, you know what will happen? Eventually, my kids will feel insecure in the masjid. There are kids. Their masjid is bad, their uncle is bad, their auntie is bad. You give them that impression through backbiting. So, no gossiping, no tarnishing their reputation because the now priorities are changed. Priorities not the luxury or survival, it's success, it's another survival. That's two things. He said after home environment, schooling, masjid, he said friend circle makes a huge impact. Huge impact. Make sure your kids have a good friend circle. Jama'atul Quran, he said. What kind of friend circle? Especially when they are preteen or teenagers. Wallahi, that's the age when they don't need any knowledgeable imam. they need for guidance, but they will need good friend who can exert positive peer pressure, both boys and girls. You need to give that. You need to give that. Um, so I will just say that Allah says a person will depend on the religion of his friend, not his religion of his friend. فَلْيَنْظُرْ أَحَدُكُمْ مَنْ يُخَالِلُ. Then each one of you should be very watchful who are your friends. This is coming from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Extremely important. Extremely important. If your kids are unfriendly, some kids are introverts, then you as a parents need to help them so that they can spend time, arrange play dates at your home so they can spend time. But this is extremely important. Last but not the least, and then we'll take you in and then I'll leave inshallah, is the social media and mass communication. Back in the days, our kids, when you these we can teach them from the information of home environment, schooling, masajid, friend circle. But now one other teacher or murabbi is phone, YouTube, TikTok. Even if they don't have the phone, they have their parents' phone. How can I get phone? And then they can do whatever they want. And these are dangerous devices, extremely dangerous devices. This is like giving AK-47 to your son or daughter. They will harm themselves or harm others. I'm not saying there's no benefit, but do you train yourself before getting firearm and the gun? Similarly, your sons and your daughters, do they have that training? What is good and bad and halal and haram before giving these dangerous devices? This is extremely important. And the amount of the 10-year of parenting can be seen as garbage because a 15-second YouTube ad can destroy the 10-year parenting. I cannot go into more explicit details. The ideas, subliminal messages, which you can have, a lot of stuff. What to do? Having open communication. I do not want to tell you that, okay, keep them in the bubble. Because I remember when I was growing up, television, some people used to say, don't have television at home. Then what my friends used to do? They used to go at a friend's house to see the television. Then computers came, desktop, not the laptop, desktop came. 486, you remember 486? And I don't even know after that. And it took almost 30 minutes before the blue screen would show up. How's it funny? Then internet came, or before internet, there was CD system. I don't even know some analytics or what I have. And yeah, this system. And then there was inappropriate disc or CDs used to come. And then people used to say, don't keep computer at your home because you have inappropriate CD. And then what we have heard from our friends that they would go to their friend's house to do that. Now you have laptop, and now the device is previously no keep now phone. This technique didn't work, and we are not learning also. Yes, there should be parenting control. I don't know whether you have heard about Circle. There's an app, Circle, $300 you have to pay, but you can put whatever you want your kids to be exposed to on internet. You can install this device, Circle, CIRCLE, and then they will give you support. They can just tell you these are the sites that you be exposed to. There's Google also offers some kind of parenting controls. There should be there. Absolutely, there should be there. But on a flip side, give them majored exposure. Majored exposure. What do I mean by majored exposure? If your kids are checking cell phone or something, not only you have these apps, but rather tell them how to use it and discuss with them if they are exposed to something inappropriate, then how to deal with it. So if by you teaching them how to swim, even if they end up in an ocean 5 years down the road, you will survive. But if you survive them, no, no, don't jump, they don't even know how to swim. Eventually, a wave will come, they will be drowned. So it's extremely important because how can you say like TV or the tablet, the computer that don't have phone, they will have phone when they will grow old. So it's about channeling them and teaching them what's the appropriate usage. At the end of the day, I say this all the time that it's easy to become parent, but it's difficult to parent a child. Allah is difficult to parent a child. May Allah give us all tawfiq and sadat, inshallah, to raise our kids properly. Inshallah, these are amana of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. doing all this, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided something else, then at least I can show to Allah, show my face to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I did my responsibility, and the rest is up to the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like the Islam. Inshallah, we'll take a few questions on from brother and from sister, inshallah, before I can leave. Yes, inshallah.
What are we gonna do at breakfast?
Müşteriklerine aşkım. Müşterik ক্লিন করবে সবাই সেভ নেক্সট উইক আপনার মেয়ে কি করতে হবে আপনার মেয়ে কি খাওয়ার করতে হবে যেটা বলে তুমি কমিউনিটি ওয়ার্ক করতে হবে দিয়ে শুধু কমিউনিটি ওয়ার্ক করতে হবে তাহলে জিজ্ঞেস করেন
Subject
So I'm going to mosque.